What's up guys, Volt here bringing you a brand new movie car remake. In today's remake, I'm bringing you the 2016 Chevrolet Camaro from the Transformers The Last Knight, better known as Bumblebee. Now, I got a lot of requests for this, especially before the car was even released. People were like, are you going to build Bumblebee? Are you going to build Bumblebee? Are you going to build Bumblebee? Huh? Are you going to build Bumblebee? Absolutely. Why wouldn't I? I mean, that's pretty much one of the only builds you could do for this car. I know that Bad Sport did say something about a few Camaros in the Fast and Furious series, but I believe they're like background cars or something, so I could be wrong. We're going to get right into the build. We're not going to waste any more time. We're going to go to the internet. We're going to go to the Travel and Transport website. We're going to go down to the Southern San Andreas Super Autos website, and it is the last car that's just released, part of the Criminal Enterprises DLC, the Declasse Vigero ZX. As you can see here, pretty much based around a Camaro of some sort. So it's going to cost you $1,947,000, or if you have GTA Plus, you can buy as many of these you want for free. I'm going to put free right here because I don't have GTA Plus. I don't plan on doing that unless they release the Honda Civics that I don't need to worry about buying them. Then guess what? I probably will do that. Not only do you get this car for free, but I believe you also get the upgrade for the HSW for free as well. And yes, I am on the PS5, so this is a brand new gen. So once you have your car and you have your color, meet us at the Los Santos Car Meet location. Pretty much where I'm probably going to be doing the majority of my builds. We're going to get into customizing Bumblebee. So as we pull in the Declasse Vigero ZX in the muscle category, should be self-explanatory, is a Camaro. I mean, it is based around a, Camaro of like a newer generation, so I mean, it should be a muscle car in a sense. So I do think Rockstar did a really great job on this car. The price is a little steep, but if you can get past that, if you only want to have one, or unless you want to pay the extra $6 to get a whole bunch of these, like I know somebody did, you can do that, but me, I'm just going to build Bumblebee probably for one. I might be able to use this for another build for a different Bumblebee from a different series, like a different Transformer movie. But as you can see, it is pretty decently customized. So this one's going to be not too cheap, guys. It's really not going to be cheap at all. So as I go over into all my builds, I go over the overall look, the visual appearance, and the basic design, the car, and how it's portrayed in the movie, game, or anywhere else in general itself. Anything I don't go over is completely up to you. I just put a few staples in on my build. If you want to recreate my build or take some things away from my build to add to your own build, then you're more than welcome to. Without further ado, let's get into the build. Now there's going to be a lot of controversy on the build parts, so I'm going to put a couple options in there, but these are the ones that I chose for myself. Again, I will have alternative options if you want to do that. If you have any other options, please let me know down in the comment section down below. So to start things off, we're going to go to bumpers. You want to go to front bumper, and you want to put on the secondary fin splitter. Now this is going to get kind of like splitter accessory on there, and it's going to look really cool. It's going to look pretty similar to the one actually in the movie. This thing doesn't look exactly like the one from the movie because it is missing out a bunch of things, but it looks as close as we can get it in the game so far, and I think it turned out great. So yeah, go for that secondary fin splitter. From there, move on to the rear bumpers. I went with the secondary vented diffuser, mainly because the back end didn't have too much of like the canards or like the diffuser like spiky parts to it, you know what I mean? So I try to get the smallest ones possible. I was thinking the stock one would be a good option, but I still think that this is probably the better option. It kind of opens up and makes that whole back end one piece. And for the most part, all the pieces around here, like skirts and everything, like the spoiler, the roof, all that, is pretty much going to be a secondary color. So you're going to be spending a decent bit of money on this build because secondary is, other than carbon, the most expensive option in the game. So definitely go with that secondary vented diffuser. From there, move on to the exhaust. I went with the double exhaust, mainly because it was a chrome-tipped exhaust. It did have a little bit of an angle to it, and it is pretty much the only chrome-tipped exhaust in here other than this. But I mean, you could actually see the exhaust, like it was actual chrome-tipped. It wasn't covered up by like primary, secondary, like covers. As you can see, these here, they kind of look weird. I just went with a double exhaust. It's a cheaper option, but it does look the best in my personal opinion. From there, we move on to the grille. Now I went with the secondary GT grille. The main reason for this is because Bumblebee, you kind of get ideas from like, maybe like a hive or honeycomb. That's why I kind of think like the front grille kind of reminds me of like a honeycomb and like a hive or something. And it looks really cool, like the layering of it and the design of it. It is also probably pretty close to the one from the actual movie too, if not exact. But yeah, the secondary GT grille is my best option for that. From there, we move on to the hood. Now, there's a couple options for this that you could go for. The one I went for is the secondary performance scoop hood. Now, the main reason I did this is because it has a kind of bulge in the front and it also has vents around the bulge. So I think the secondary option is the best because it does have that nice big black hood and it looks really, really sick. Now, the other option that I would recommend is The secondary race hood, because you have those vents on there, it doesn't give like the sideways or like angled vents. It just gives you like a vertical vents instead of horizontal. So you could go with that. Or if you really want to keep it clean, you could just go with a solid secondary aftermarket hood, because you still have that same design, you just don't have the vents on it. I just kind of went all out and put on the secondary performance scoop hood, kind of get that nice design on there, plus it has those vents on the side, as you can see. I just think it looks really cool. Again, you guys can choose and build it however you wish. It is your money in your game and your car. Again, build it however you wish. From there, move on to the lights. You want to go to headlights, and you want to either keep them stock, or I would say recommend them actually changing them to white. I'm going to keep mine stock. I don't think they look that bad stock. If anything, I think at the most you probably would put a lot white on it. I don't think they had xenons, but I mean, I would say for the most part, I would just keep it stock. From there, move on to the neon kits. Neon layout's going to be none. Now, you can add a neon, but here's the thing. Neon adds a better traction control for the car. It makes it handle better when racing or going down the street and everything. I would highly recommend adding a neon, because this thing does slide quite a bit. But if you want to recreate it to the best of your abilities and you want to add a neon, I would definitely add the pure black crew color neon. This makes the neon not noticeable at all, but you still get the traction bonus and everything like that. But if you want to create it without the neon, you're more than welcome to. Again, it's going to be really slidey, so just let you know that. And I'm going to put mine on right now. As you can see, we go to the neon color after that. Mine is on the crew color. Right now, the crew color is pure black. If you need the pure black neon crew color, let me know. It'll probably be on for a few builds, I would think, probably coming in the near future. Anytime I put a build out, you will see the custom crew color on there for about a day, if not longer, if I don't get any requests for other colors. The custom pure black crew color, as you can see, you cannot see no neon, unlike this. You can see the neon. There's no neon for the pure black, which is really nice. So it kind of gives the illusion that there is no neon, but you still get the control and the handling boost from the neon. From there, move on to the livery. You just want to go with none. Unfortunately, didn't have a livery. Didn't have like black stripes or anything. So yeah, I would just keep it none. From there, we move on to the louvers. You want to go with none. It didn't have any louvers on the back, but the louvers on this car are actually really interesting and pretty cool. I like these ones here, personally. They're pretty neat. From there, we move on to the mirrors. You want to go with the secondary GT mirrors. Now, these I think fit the best because they are a thinner style mirror for the most part. The stock ones are a little bit too big or like too wide or thick or whatever, but I would say get a thinner style and add in the secondary color because they were black, of course. Then add those secondary GT mirrors. From there, move on to the plate. I put on a blue and white too. I mean, you could probably put on a blue and white 3 if you really wanted to. Honestly, there was no plate on the car. It's a Transformer. They don't have plates, so I guess they're not street legal. I don't know. You can do whatever you want with it. I would say for the most part, probably keep it like a white plate at most, or maybe even go with a black plate. That would look pretty cool too. Saving respray for last, we move on to the roof. You want to go with the secondary roof. You want to get that nice pure black custom crew color, secondary color on there, and that looks awesome. From there, move on to the skirts. You want to go with the secondary wing skirts. Now, the skirts on the actual car in the movie are like really wide and really tall. Like they're like an actual wing. It's like almost part of a wing off the end of a spoiler almost. And sadly, we don't have anything close to that. I was thinking something like the performance skirts of a sort. I just don't think they fit that well. I just think the secondary wing skirts fit the best. They have this kind of best design for the actual wing like part back by the end of the wheel. And it's just those ones I think that work the best. From there, we move on to the spoiler. I went with the secondary aftermarket spoiler. Now, for this reason is because, look at this. It kind of has like the honeycomb shaped on the ends, as you can see, and the middle somewhat as well. Now, the one actually in the movie, I'll be showing pictures, of course. It is like a honeycomb kind of like styled spoiler. It has one circle over here, one circle over here, and then like a big design in the middle. And it is like separated and split. It's really cool looking. Honestly, if Rockstar would have added that in, then this Bumblebee build would be even closer yet, and honestly, it would make this car stand out so much more. I just think that the secondary aftermarket spoiler is the best option. From there, move on to the sun strips. You just want to go with none. Didn't have no sun strip. From there, move on to the suspension. You want to go with the street suspension. It lowers it down quite a bit. There is a decent bit of wheel well like space between the two. I feel like the front end on this car is a little bit lower than the back end. And in the actual movie, the car is pretty much level. As you can see, the front end kind of drops down further than the back end. It's not a bad thing, but I mean, from the movie, it is pretty much equal straight across. I would say street suspension is probably your best choice. After that, move on to the turbo. If you have the HSW upgrade, go for it. I mean, it is on new gen only, I believe, PS5, Xbox S, and X. So the HSW Stage 3 Turbo, I mean, it's Bumblebee. He should have an insane amount of speed just because, you know, he's an alien. And you think he can make his car go like super fast? I would believe so, unless he copies the performance of the actual car he scans. I don't know how that works exactly, but I just put in the HSW Stage 3 Turbo. I just feel like it fits Bumblebee really nice, and it's just really cool. From there, we move on to the wheels. Now, for the wheel type, you want to go to, there's two options. You want to go to either the one I went with, which was track, and I went with the Tropos ones. I think these fit the best personally because they have like the same kind of style to the ones from the movie. The only part is they have like that little middle cap that kind of sticks out in the middle, and they kind of angle outwards a little bit. They don't go straight out, but they are a really thin 5-spoked rim, and I think that fits really well for the build, especially for the real life ones. The other ones that I would say work really well are if you go to the sport category, you go to the stock rims, and you go down and find the Wangan Master rims. Again, it has the kind of like middle cap that kind of fits there as well, and the rims are really thin and they fit really well for the build as well. I just feel like I use these a lot, and I mean, they do fit really well, so you could either go with these ones or you could go, like I said, with the Tropos ones, which I went with. I like the Tropos ones. I think they fit really well. They look really cool. I don't know, they just kind of give me like a Transformers style feel to them. That may just be me. Again, let me know what you choose down in the comment section down below. From there, we move on to the wheel color. You just want to go with black. They were nice and black. I mean, they were pretty much like the secondary color black, which unfortunately I can't get. So yeah, just go with black. Darkest one you can get. From there, move on to the tires. Tire design is going to be stock tires. You don't have any custom tires, don't worry about adding them. Tire enhancements, I would add bulletproof tires. Now the reason for this and my defense is Bumblebee is a transformer. I highly doubt spike strips will work on him, and I highly doubt that he would get a flat tire anytime soon because he's a robot. Like, I don't think the car ever got a flat tire in any of the movies. So I mean, like, I feel like their tires are just there for show when they're in car form. So I feel like they would just be bulletproof, and you could just go with standard tires if you wish. But this time, I believe bulletproof tires is the best way to go. From there, move on to tire smoke. You just want to go with the white tire smoke. I mean, I highly doubt Bumblebee would have any kind of special smoke. Maybe yellow. No, I'm kidding. No, let's go with that white tire smoke. Most of the time, the tire smoke's never going to change. At times, I will see white and black. That's pretty much the most of it. So yeah, just go with that white tire smoke. Last before the respray is windows. You want to go with a nice dark limo tint. Now the reason for this is, you know, Bumblebee, it fits his build, black and yellow, and the windows should be pure black, mainly because, you know, there's going to be a stunt driver in there driving the car, or maybe it may even be remote controlled. I highly doubt that, but it could be, and you just don't want to see the driver in there, so you want that nice, like, darkest black you can get on those windows. And unfortunately, without the modded pure black windows, you have to go with the limo. But again, the limo is a really great option. All right, and I'll see you guys in 2 seconds with a rolled steel primer color. Alright, and we're back. As you can see, I have my car in my primered out rolled steel. Pretty much what I always do for all my builds, that way you know what colors I'm going to be using on the car, whether it's an LSC color or a custom crew color. This time it's going to be both. I say that because I used a basic LSC color for the body and a secondary custom crew color for the secondary color. You can use the basic black if you want, but I think the pure black works really well, and we'll go over that in a little bit. So what you want to do for the basic yellow is you just want to go down to classic, and you just want to go down to the yellows, and you want to put on the yellow. Now, I wouldn't say put on the race yellow because you'll have more of like a big bird car, and it just doesn't look right. I would say definitely just go with the yellow. It kind of gives that little bit of like a goldish, orangish kind of like hue to it. But yes, I would definitely just go with a classic yellow. Then from there, go to your secondary color. Now again, if you really want to, you can go to the classics and just put on a classic black. It looks really nice. It does look really clean. But in my opinion, adding that custom crew color black, which I'm going to put on screen right now for the Hex, which I've done in many, many videos. If you add that on there, it just looks 10 times better. And I will actually add on the regular black to show you the difference real quick. So here is the regular black. Again, really great option overall. But then if you go to the crew color, you'll see that black change even darker, and I'm kind of getting like an aerial view so you can see it change. It just gets so much blacker and just looks, it just fits the build so much better in my opinion. But if you want to get away with the regular classic black, then go for it. But I still think the custom crew color pure black, it just works so nice. I mean, it just makes the color pop. Because you got that nice vibrant yellow, and then you got that nice shiny, kind of like matte glossy looking like pure black color. Oh, it just looks so nice. After that, move on to the trim color. You just want to go with a black this time, guys. It was a black interior, and again, I'll have pictures of this actually on screen. He has like a Transformer logo on the center of the steering wheel and everything. It looks really cool. Of course, it was custom made, I would say, and yeah, it just looks really nice. I wouldn't say go for a graphite. It's a little bit too light. It definitely has like a black interior, and again, it just fits the build. You know, black and yellow, like Isn't there a song like that or something? I don't know. But yeah, guys, that is it. That is how you recreate the 2016 Chevrolet Camaro from the Transformers The Last Knight, better known as Bumblebee. Now, I believe this movie was, I want to say the last movie before the actual regular Bumblebee movie came out. And in that movie, he became a bug. So if you guys want me to recreate other forms of Bumblebee, let me know. I mean, I could create his Oral Style Camaro design. I could create the bug design of him. I mean, there's a bunch of different designs that Bumblebee could be. Let me know what you guys think and what you guys want me to build down there. If you want me to build any more Transformers cars, let me know that too. Overall, I think the car turned out great. There are a few things that are missing from the car though, unfortunately. They have kind of like this vent on the side here, right behind the wheel well and everything. I'll show pictures on screen of it, like a side profile picture of it. And then they also have like a bigger splitter on the front. They also have like a bigger splitter on the back, like some black pieces on the back. And then you'll see that giant side skirt wing on there. I mean, it looks really cool. Plus they have the Transformers logo, like little badge on the side too. Unfortunately, can't get that. But we do get, if you upgrade your car, you get a Howes Custom Works little sticker right there on the back, of course. But yeah, I mean, overall, I think this car turned out great. You guys can let me know down in the comment section down below. So let's go back to our parking space. Let's see, it is 8 o'clock. I need to go on passive because if I go outside, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get blown up. Alright, so we're going to sit right here. I'm going to zoom back out real quick. And we're going to do a little bit of a spin to kind of get you guys an idea of the car, look of it. As the traffic drives by, you get that nice pure black color on there. You look at that nice like shine. It looks so good. Like that pure black looks amazing. So let's go for a little bit of a drive. This thing is really fast. Like if you have the HSW upgrade, I believe this is the new fastest or like highest top speed car in the game. This thing is a beast. It doesn't feel like it at times, but it is a beast. And if you have the neon on here, it handles really nicely. If you do not have the pure black neon on here, you're gonna be sliding quite a bit. So, but I mean, this thing is so fun to drive. I'm sure people would definitely recognize the car, you know, if you drove it around in public and everything. But, I mean, overall, I'm happy with how the build turned out. You guys can let me know what you think down below. Yeah, if you guys want me to build any more Transformers builds, let me know down in the comment section down below. You know, let me know what you guys thought about the build. If you changed anything on the build, if you think I should maybe change myself, let me know. I'm always happy to chat with you guys, interact with you guys, answer any questions or concerns you guys may have. You know, I'm just one of the more friendly people on YouTube. Again, I just want to thank you all for, you know, the 4,000 plus or 4,000 or so members of the family. You guys are amazing. Again, this channel would not be anywhere near that without you guys at all. You know, supporting me, liking, commenting, joining the family, joining the crew, you know, sharing it with your friends if you share it. If you don't share it, you know, share it with a friend. Maybe they want to see the build and maybe they want to have an idea of how to build the car or something, you know, or a build that I've done in the past. I think that's pretty much going to wrap up the video. So as always, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment down in the comment section down below for what build you want me to do next. Just one, guys, just one. It could be anything, you know, could be from a movie, a TV show, whatever. It doesn't matter. It could be a real life car even. I will definitely get back to you within a day or two if I can do it or not. I don't want to give you guys false hope if I can do it or not. I just want to be straightforward with you. Say yes, I can do it, maybe, or no. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the love and support. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. I am driving insane right now. This is insane, like crazy. Oh, and I ruined it. All right, I'll catch you guys later. I'm out. Peace.